The Rambam describes who Mashiach is. Melech Mashiach will return, will restore the Davidic monarchy and rebuild the Beis Mikdash and gather in the exiles, and everything will be, the Torah will be followed like it was. But in the next chapter, the Rambam says, by the way, take out the Kaddish for a Siyum time, or Chas v'Shalom, a funeral. There's a lot of things we wait for in the end of the days. The Messiah, the ingathering of the exiles, rebuilding the temple, reinstitution of the service, getting rid of Avodah Zarah, peace on to uproot the Avodah Zarah, and Eli Navi coming back, everybody keeping the Torah once again. There's a lot, and Tiras HaMesim even factors in there, and there's also some cataclysmic things to happen. There's a gigantic war that's supposed to precede all this. So the Rambam then says, Yereim Pshutan shel Devrei HaNeviim shebetchilat yimot HaMashiach tiyeh Melchamet Gog uMagog lekodem sheMelchamet Gog uMagog yamod Navi l'Yisrael. It seems if you just read Pshat of the Navi, that first there's supposed to be this war, and then sometime before that, a prophet will arise. In order to set things straight. The Rambam continues, he gives a psukim to prove that. Some say that before the Messiah comes, Eliyahu, Navi will show up. Well, all these matters, and likewise, Chayotzei Bahem is everything I mentioned before. Everything we're waiting for that, well, by the Rambam's time, it had yet to happen, but already some of it has happened. Kibbutz Goliath especially. Lo yeda adam he'ach yihyu ad sheyihyu. No man knows what's going to be until it actually happened. Said dvarim situmim heim esel anaviyim. Gama hachamim ein lem kabbalah b'dvarim elu. Ela lefi hechriah psukim ulfichach yesh lehem machlokot b'dvarim elu. V'al kol ponim ein sidur hawayat dvarim elu v'lo dikdukan ikar badath. They've turned this into an ikar dath. There's some people say it must be the Messiah has to show up first. I will not have a Beis HaMikdash before the restoration of a Davidic monarchy or some sort of monarchy. But the Rambam says you can't be like that. For all you know, the actual Messiah himself is going to be the last thing to show up in all these events. There are people who said you cannot have a kibbutz golios without a Mashiach. But that happened. And you see it's happening. Perhaps tomorrow we could have the temple service. Who knows? Miracles can happen. I'm not saying it's going to fall out of heaven. I'm saying all it takes is just the right people to do this. The restoration of the temple service might happen before the building of the Beis HaMikdash, just like it happened a few times in history. And it might happen before a Messianic king shows up. I don't know the order, and anybody who claims to know the order and imposes it on people and says, you know what, you can't have X, Y, and Z because I want it to be this way. Whether you're a Sabr and you're saying Mashiach has to precede everything, or you're a Kovnik and says, well, Kibbutz Golios and even Hakamas and Medina were fine, but no even going back to the temple before the Messiah shows up. That's a little bit, I don't know. It doesn't fit the Rambam, that's for sure.
That's actually what the thing is shot in the Babli, where the machlokas among Tom Romans to how Mashiach will come. Riding on a donkey or Bar-Hayim. Okay. So it's referring to two types of Jews. There's Jews like us, who is coming on a donkey, where we see stage by stage, we're fighting for everything, and it's slowly happening. And then the people who's going to be Bar-Hayim, they're going to be Zerach to see Mashiach, but they're going to just wake up one day, they're going to do Beis HaMikdash, they're going to see everything, and they're like, well, how'd that come?
Will those people actually get to enjoy it? If people are ignoring it as it's happening, the Mashiach's going to stand on the roof of the Beis HaMikdash, and there are people who are still not going to be convinced. I think there's a song about that. Mashiach could be standing on the roof of the Beis HaMikdash and screaming to everybody, if you don't believe me, look around you.